everybody? Thank you for joining me for Crappy Game Reviews. It's basically where we review crappy games to see just how crappy they are. Today, loaded into the holster is Revolution X. Revolution X is an on-rail shooter that was originally released in the arcade. They should have kept it in the arcade. It was developed by Midway, and as you know, at that point in time, they had a lot of games in the arcade. They had Mortal Kombat, so on and so forth. It was released in 1994. It also was ported to the SNES, the Genesis, PC, PlayStation 1. I don't really know anything about the other editions of the game. The PS1 you might have been able to use a light gun with it. But that's the first thing that is wrong with this and why it should have stayed in the arcade. You have to use a D-pad to control this, and it just is really clunky, and you find yourself getting hit a lot of the time because you're not able to aim precisely enough because you're using a D-pad. And that leads me to the next qualm. You're going to get hit a lot in this game, but you don't know really when you're getting hit unless you're looking at the top left of the screen and it flashes. It doesn't even flash, it just pops up and says hit, hit, hit. So unless you're looking at that, unless you can move both of your eyes in two different directions and able to watch the game screen and watch the top left of the screen, you will not know if you're getting hit. There is no hit detection sound. There is none of that. And what really gets me, what really makes me laugh is like you have all this voice acting in the game. You know, they talk all the time. The girls in the game talk. Aerosmith talks. When you die, it says, "Don't give up." You can tell me don't give up, but you can't tell me when I'm getting hit. I probably wouldn't be dying if I knew that. It's crazy. And on top of that, it just keeps mounting up. It's just shit on top of shit on top of shit. You have the no hit detection or indication sound when you're getting hit. And you can't even tell how many lives you have. Okay, you die, it says, "Don't give up." Okay, I won't give up. I'll get back in the game. I'm searching around every inch of the screen to try to find out what the hell, how many lives do I have? So after a while, after dying 15 times, I'm like, okay, I have unlimited lives. Let me just knock this out. And then all of a sudden you're hit with a game over screen. Literally. It's the most startling thing ever because you're playing. You're not knowing when you're getting hit. The death screen comes up at the most random times because you're not knowing when you're getting hit. And then instead of saying "don't give up," it says "game over." So that is very, very, very annoying. And that is the first real big shitstorm that blows through this game. And the next thing is it's just little things about the gameplay. I find myself getting very, very bored and looking like this while I'm playing. Just sitting there. And it's just like, what's going to happen next? The weapon selection, you have these CDs that you can shoot out, and really, they really suck. You shoot them out one at a time, and it's a slow fire rate, and they're not very accurate. If they hit people, sometimes they don't actually hit them. You can't really tell when you're hitting people because there's not very many sounds that can play. So it's bad. So you have your gun that shoots. So you basically have to listen to that sound the whole time, along with the shitty background music that's playing, which you can't even make out what song it is. And then you have these little CDs that you can throw, which I'm assuming is supposed to be a stronger alternative to your main weapon because you collect the CDs as you're going through the game. I'm not going to say everything. A lot of the stuff in the game is destructible. That's really the main ploy for this game, is that everything is destructible. You're gonna shoot everything, and you're gonna want to shoot everything because gonna want to get the disc. And I guess you get extra points when the more stuff that you destroy and all that kind of stuff. And there's points in the game when there's long pauses with no enemies in. And it goes back to that same thing. I'm just sitting there like, can we just get back to the damn game, please? It's already shitty enough. And now you got me sitting here with no enemies. So, on top of that, the enemies, they are basically all the same being. They all jump out on the screen in the same way. They land in the same way. When they die, they fall the same way. It's basically the same enemy with a different skin. And they throw a different item. And it arcs the same way. So it just doesn't feel like any change in the gameplay. And literally, if two enemies land in the same spot on the screen, they look like one person. So you're needing to kill two people, and sometimes you don't think that there's two people there, and you kill one, and then there's still somebody there, and it's just like, well, shit. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I found myself getting bored on the first level. Literally. At least with some crappy games, you're able to play for a good 5-10 minutes and have some fun at least. Just, I don't know. But with this one, it just wasn't like that. With all the stuff that I'm talking about, the game over, just everything that I've talked about on the crappy game review scale, which is 0 to 10. We're going to review it on a crappy game review scale. I would give it a 3. Okay, so a really, really bad game. And like I said, it might be a little bit better if you had some kind of light gun to play with or something like that. But sitting here with my controller in my hand and just holding down the shoot button, and it's not very fun. This game is complete garbage. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and maybe drop a comment below on a crappy game that you know about. And who knows, I might review it for you. I might tell you just how crappy it is. Thanks for watching. I will catch you guys later.
If you're watching this, then they've taken over. It's up to you now. Find our car and stop the new order. Remember, music is the weapon.